Okay. Hi, I'm Peter Sidwell. Welcome to my kitchen here in Cumbria in the Lake District. Simply Good Food TV, studio kitchen and development kitchen where we play with amazing foodie friend products. And today we have got this wonderful product here, Secret Garden. Now these guys gave me a bottle of this wonderful pomegranate essence at Food Matters Live the end of last year. And I kind of wasn't quite sure what it was, thought it might be molasses. It absolutely is not molasses. It's a really clean, intense, fresh, sweet flavour. And we're running a competition this week to be able to win some of this. So go to our Twitter, SGFTV, and you can have a look at that. Enter the comp. You've got an out to lose. Right. Okay, we're going to make a really beautiful dish. Now I've got some Bao Buns here, which are steamed little Asian-style bread buns. And you can go to our app or go to simplygoodfoodtv.com. You can get the recipe on how to make these. They're really easy. They're absolutely delicious. So go make these and then make this. Okay, so we're going to cook some halloumi. I've been to Boots and I've got some delicious halloumi. But we're going to make like a chimichurri sauce. So we've got some lovely shallots. So I'm going to slice these up nice and fine. And we're going to soak them in some lime juice with some chilli, loads of fresh herbs, and then we are going to mix it up with some lovely sweet fresh mango, served up with halloumi, and then finished with that wonderful pomegranate essence. It is going to be delicious, and Emily and I are very much looking forward to this because it has not been the greatest of gastronomic mornings, has it? But hey, that's another story. So, slice them up really nice and thin. Maybe, can you crop into this a little bit, Emily, for me? So I've got another shallot to do as well. So, really, really fine. The finer you slice your onions or shallots, you could use red onion. I'm using shallots today. The better, really. So, shredded halfway and then down again. Delish. Okay, so I've got my non-stick pan as well. Now I'm using a cast aluminium pan, so it's a bit like your cast iron griddles, but lots lighter. And I've got this from Kitchen Craft. So I was down at the NEC doing some work with those guys, and they let me take some of the kit home with me to kind of test and put through its paces. So, lovely light pan, but really beautiful non-stick. Right, let's get a bowl and then we can make this amazing chimichurri sauce. Okay, I'm sure Sabrina is going to be proud of me for making this. So, our shallots straight in. Our pan's getting nice and hot. I'm a little bit obsessed with these Bao Buns. I've been making them absolutely loads recently. My kids love them. They keep for ages as well. So, lime juice, cut in half, turn it inside out and give it a really good squeeze. Make sure you get all that lovely lime juice out. That can go in my composter. Right, same again, another lime. In it goes, and then I'm going to go with another one. I really want this nice and zesty and really full of flavour. Halloumi's delicious. I mean, it's a lovely salty Cypriot cheese, but it really works with kind of acidity. You know, it works with limes and lemons, but also the sweetness goes really well. So, you know, the salty cheese with the sweet mango and then this sharp, fragrant chimichurri is going to be delicious. And I would always make more of this because it'll sit in the fridge and you'll end up putting it on everything, and I might do. Okay, so we'll give that a little stir, get all the lime juice kind of doing its thing in there. That acidity will just kind of break it down and soften it a little bit and make it really super tangy. Okay, so that. Red chilli, cut the top off, slice down the middle, and then I kind of unfold the chilli and then just take the seeds out. And you can put as much or as little in as you like. You can be brave or you can be baby, whichever you prefer. So, chop into matchsticks, and then pile them all back together, and then just run your knife through, nice and fine, take your time. The smaller and finer you dice them, the more delicious this will be, otherwise you end up with kind of chunks of heat, and we don't want that. We just want a really nice smooth, warm, vibrant salsa almost. Okay, so there's my red chili. That can go in the bowl. They can go in the composter. Lovely. Right, okay, so we're getting there. Quick wipe down. Right, let's grab a utensil, which I haven't got. That'll do. Okay, so just mix together the shallots, the lime juice and the chili, and then we're going to have got lots and lots of beautiful fresh coriander. So let's go that much. Okay, I'm going to bundle the whole thing up. Okay, it's the easiest way to chop it. Stalks as well, because there's tons of flavour in the stalks, and then just chop it all off. If you're not very good with a knife or you haven't got the time, just get it all in the food processor. The only downside to that is everything comes out as kind of one texture, but if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. So we want some parsley. So I'm going to massacre my flat leaf parsley. Okay, and it's a really soft, tender one, so I'm going to chop the stalks up as well. If Sabrina Sif is watching this, oh, you're proud of me. Making this sauce, she'd love this, wouldn't she? She would love this. This is right up her street. Okay, so in with all the herbs. Handful of coriander, handful of fresh parsley. Okay. Right, a little bit of olive oil just to kind of loosen it all up, bring it together. There we go. And we'll give that a little mix. And that is pretty much it. And you can loosen it off a little bit more if you want to. With more oil, you can add more lime, you can kind of make it how you want it to be. Some people like more heat, some people like less acidity. Make it work. Okay, right. Let's clear this down. Okay, so I've been preheating my cast aluminium pan the whole time I've been making the chimichurri, okay? So, let's get my halloumi out. Okay. And then we're going to cut this into little slices. And the great thing about this halloumi is it's kind of the same size as the Bao Buns, okay? So one good slice is going to fit into one bun. So they're about 1 centimetre thick. You know, you don't want them too thin. Otherwise you can't, they become too crispy too quick. Okay. Right, so I've got my halloumi there. I am just going to pat it dry, because when you buy it, it kind of comes in a watery liquid. And if you don't pat it dry, and then you put it in a hot pan with a bit of oil, it spits everywhere and it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't crisp up beautifully. There we go. Right. Nice. So a little bit of oil on each. Tiniest little bit of oil, nothing much. Just enough to kind of give it that little glisten. Because then when you pop it into the fryer, or the grill pan, it's just going to go lovely and crisp. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in now. Straight into the grill, preheated. There we go. Okay. So they will cook for about 1 minute on each side. So not long. Just long enough for me to take a mango, cut the top off, cut the bottom off. Now the easiest way to prepare a mango is to cut. They've got a big stone down the middle. It's exactly the same shape as the fruit, but it's smaller, so you've got to cut round it. So you just start with your knife at an angle and work round like that. And the same on the other side, like that. And then you just cut the piece off either side. And then that bit's left to nibble, but not right now. And then we just cut the skin away. Just take your time. A good sharp knife always makes this job So much easier. And then with our mango here, all we're going to do is score it like a noughts and crosses board. And then you just don't cut through the skin, and then you're able to just expose it, and then use your knife carefully and just cut those chunks off. It's kind of the easiest way, really. My halloumi is smelling divine. That will be enough for today. I'm just going to flip this halloumi over. There we go, look at that. Already. Boom. There we go. So that is nearly ready. I'm going to turn that heat off. So I'll just do the same with this other mango. Just score it, fold it out, and then just cut it away. And what I'm going to do is just slice up this mango. You can cut it however you want. It'll taste the same. Okay. So, let's just shred it up nice and thin so you get that lovely bit of sweetness that's going to work really well with the halloumi cheese. I'm not sure what the Cypriots would think of me putting halloumi with mango, but there you go. So there we go, that is our mango ready. That is all you need to do, nothing else. Now let's take a couple of these lovely little bao buns. I'm going to add a touch of oil to this, just because I kind of love olive oil, really. Right, open up this bao bun. Let's pop in some of this lovely chimichurri salsa, and I'm going to take a piece of halloumi straight out of the pan in there, and then for me some mango, and then Emily, chuck me a lime. Good throw, Emily. Right, and then for me, finish it with that squeeze of lime in there. Promise you, it makes all the difference. And there you go. Final finish off with our pomegranate. So you've got the actual lime juice really kind of bursting into life, and then that delicious sweet pomegranate essence is going to work so well. Look at that. That is a wonderful bao bun with halloumi, mango, chimichurri, and a pomegranate essence. Emily, you're going to love that. You really are. So much so you should come in front of the camera to try it. That's really good. Right. Sorry. If you want the recipe, go to simplygoodfoodtv.com. The recipe's there. Download the app. You know the story. We'll you know, send us products and we will create amazing dishes. What we want to do is find wonderful, interesting products for your kitchen and show you what to do with them. So download the app. Check out the new website. Emily has been working really hard on that, and there's loads more to come.